What's up? What's up?
Yo ho ho!
Yo
Ho
hum!
hum!
Yo doodly do!
What's going on?
Behringer flow! Synth is coming, you know! Coming, you know, with producer series!
Yeah, man.
The producer series! The spice! And everything nice! Yo! All right, baby. This is the Synth Fighter podcast. I think we're good. Video looks good. Audio looks good. Let me just check the back office here, make sure stuff's coming in smooth. Looking good, looking good. Looking good.
All right.
You good over there? How's everyone doing, man? Welcome to the Synth Fighter podcast. Let me just check. We just check the settings in the back end here real quick, make everything good. Looking good, looking good. Looking real good, actually. Today, November 6th. All right, November 6th. Echo, my baby. We got a few people in the chat already. We had a bunch of people in there synth-gating with their refreshments. Pre-show. We got Don Regular.
Who's in the chat?
We got Happy Quails. We got Apollo Hanzo. We got the Machines One. Uncle Jerry's World, Pentasonic, Bat Boys in the house. Kieran Moore as usual. The Hanslander, the Troll Hunter. Toasted, baby. He's in here with the Synthetine ready to chop it up. We've got the absolute Synth Renegades, Legends, Behringer Bros, Digi-Dogs, Korgis, the Roland, Rabunctious Ones, and a Moog, the Moog Mavens. All right, hold on. Let's turn it down so we can turn it up. All right, man. Welcome to the show. What is it, Wednesday?
Yeah.
Tell you what, bro, I woke up this morning. I didn't know what time it was. I had no alarm set. I felt like I looked at the wife. I was like, what's up, baby? She was like, what's up? I was like, you all right? She's like, what day is it? I was like, I don't know what day it is, but I'll tell you something right now. I feel very good today. I don't know why. I don't know why I feel like this. I don't know. You tell me, man. I just feel like I woke up with this. It felt like I slept for, I don't know, 1,000 years. I felt like I woke up refreshed. I woke up, the sky was bluer. Yeah,
you know what that might mean?
The sky was bluer. The air was fresher.
Wow, you sure you weren't turned into a vampire?
I don't know. I could have been turned into a vamp. Were you in my house with a little nibble last night?
No. If I'm going to turn you, bro, I'm going to let you know. I'm going to say, look, I'm going to sire you, and then you're going to do my bidding.
Yeah, bro. So, well, I'll have to keep an eye on that. But I felt great. And I think, did you feel good today? I don't know.
I did. I woke up this morning and I felt pretty good.
Nice, man.
I don't know why.
You look good. Looks like you got your hair cut in your sleep. That's how good you woke up.
The puppy he was relentless, so I couldn't cut my hair until my wife got home. So I did a quick buzz job, and yeah, there you go.
Well, that's absolutely fantastic. Hold on, we got some freezing going on here. Yeah, and I think it's all because Behringer, I believe, is won the synth war.
Well, I'll tell you, I mean, these guys are coming out with some cool stuff, and as far as I'm concerned, Behringer is #1 synthesizer company in all of the synth renegade world.
I think you might be right, brother. And you know, this ain't no paid advert. This is coming straight from the Behringer Bros, the Synth Renegades, and the Les Vampiros de Synth. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm sure that Mr. Hans Volt will agree the fact that the Behringer grind is definitely on his gas list.
Yeah, I think you'd agree. And for some reason, there's something. I feel like Behringer's been under attack for like 4 years. You know,
Longer.
Yeah, but I just feel like the last 4 years, the company's just been hammering Behringer, or not the companies. Like, I don't know if you want to call it the synth mafia, the synth elites, just something in general, just hammering Behringer for 4 years, like whack.
We're
whack.
not supposed to talk about the
sorry.
synth mafia. Bro.
Yeah. We don't say that anymore, right? We kind of left that out, right? But I just feel like it's been hammered, and finally now. This moment, I don't know if it's because the Spice videos I saw the other day on the back of the grind videos. It's just like, you know what? I feel like they're coming into their own, man. What do you think?
I think that Behringer now has put a huge footprint on the synthesizer community. You can't deny the fact that the grind, the edge, and the crave. Now, I wasn't a big fan of the crave because I was just like, all right, whatever. But I got to tell you, I don't know, is it me or when Patchdog does a demo, why, and these are supposed to be clones of the Mother 32, the DFAM, the Subharmonicon, did I leave anything out?
The DFAM, the Edge, the Subharmonic. Are you talking about the Moog ones? Spectravox, Labyrinth, Subharmonicon,
right?
DFAM, Mother 32.
So I never heard anybody do anything like he does with those boxes.
I know, it's interesting, right?
And having had a DFAM and a Mother 32, and I now have two Edges. I can't explain it. I do more with the Edge than I ever did with the DFAM.
Why?
I don't know. I really can't explain it. And I had that DFAM for over a year. I had it for what, 2 years?
You think interface, layout, color?
No, it's not even the look of it. It's just that it's the way it's laid out. I'd have to look at a DFAM again because I forget how the controls were on it, but I just feel like there's more to this. And I just think sonically it sounds better. You know, and listen, I'm not ragging on Moog. You know, I'm a Moog guy, man. The Muse is going to be in this studio at some point.
I know we'll get into that later too, man, because I believe you have a little bit of a controversy or something you want to talk about in that Synth Wars video the other night with the Cream Dream versus the Marvelous Moog. We'll talk about that later, but stick on topic for a minute.
We'll get into that later. But I just like having the Edge and having a DFAM. I just think that now I've got my eyes on the grind, but I really wasn't interested in the Subharmonicon at all. And then when I saw the Spice demo, it just looks, because everybody that did the Subharmonicon, dude, I don't know what. Explain this to me. Is it me? But everyone that did a video on that, they were like, oh, well, you know, it's not for the normal synthesizer player. You really got to kind of get in and tweak it and do things. And I'm sitting there going, oh, so I better not buy this thing because
that's one of the reasons I didn't buy it.
Right?
100%. Every video I watched, it seemed like they were like, it takes a while.
Yeah, because was it Midlife? What's
Midlife Synthesis?
Yeah. He was like, oh, you know, it's definitely not for everyone. And so when I hear stuff like that, I sit there and I go, oh, okay, well, maybe I shouldn't get this. You know, I like things that are simply laid out. I like things that, you know, I like diving into things a little bit, but the way they made it sound, I mean, Loop Pop said the same thing.
Well, when Patchdog was in the chat the other day, I asked him, dude, I was like, bro, what's this like? Is this hard to wrap your head around? He's like, baby, it took a day, man, and pretty much I can get it going nice. You know, like a day sitting with it and just figuring it out, and then it's like, boom, got it.
Yeah, a Synth Life Crisis or whatever his name is. He was like, oh, it took me.
Synth Life Crisis is an awesome name for a channel.
It's like it took me like, I'm bad with names, man, and no disrespect, but it took me like, he's like, it took me like, you know, I've had the thing for a couple of months now, and you know, I finally got something out of it, and I'm like, who the fuck wants something like that?
I know, bro. I know that spooked. You're so right, because that spooked me away from the
Yeah.
subharmonicon, even though I liked the sounds. I was like, man, there's something about that sound I'm liking from the subharmonicon. Just and not only sound, just the way it was working. And I was like,
Well,
ooh.
the two sequencers, the way it worked and stuff. Yeah, it was cool. You
And I
know,
was like, oh, but they were like, basically, it's not for you. And I was like, well, if you guys are saying it's not for you, and you guys are the ones selling it, basically, you guys are marketing it,
Well,
then it's not for me.
and that's what brings me to this conclusion. It's almost like, I hate to say this, and I know I'm going to get fucking flack for this, bro. But it's almost like, oh, it's for the elitists. It's for the ones who only know how to program synthesis, you know? And that's how I felt after a while.
I barely figured this out.
Well, that's what it was.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
You know, and also some of them were like, I think it was Bo Beats too, who I respect Bo. I like Bo. But he even said, well, you know, it's you know, it's a little bit difficult. You know, you're going to be spending some time to try to get some melodies out of it.
But you can't go hard at the boys. Maybe they're just being honest, and we're always asking for honesty. So maybe they were like, you know.
But that brings me to another point. So I'm going to bring it 360.
Are you doing the weave?
I'm doing a weave. So that brings me to the other point. Was it that way, or is it that the way that Moog has it set up? Because this isn't set up like the DFAM, the Edge. So I think, and I'm pretty sure from what I understand, and if anybody in the chat correct me if I'm wrong, but the Edge has a couple other things that the DFAM doesn't have. I know that's one of the things. They always add a little thing to it. And the Spice, to me, it looks like it's got, I don't know, it looks more fun to play around with.
There's something more fun about the look of those, isn't there? Like, okay, and I'll say this from my perspective, just going off looks, since I'm a very superficial synth lover, you know that quite well, right? When I look at the Moog Sound Studio, this is my initial what do you want to call it? Lustful instinct. I look at it and I'm like, oh man, that looks nice in the tower. It looks rack. It looks nice in a dark room. I think of dark music, you know, is what the vibe I'm getting. And I like the layout. It looks super clean. I like how the patch bays are laid out on that, better than the sound studio. It just looks really well designed. But then I'm also like, it's just not for me though. I don't know how much of a laugh I'd have with that. I just don't know. But when I look at the Moog Sounds or the Behringer Producer Series, I don't know if it's the colors or the way I don't like that the patch bank's laid out across the top, but I don't have them yet. So I can't really say that because I feel like that's a lot of spaghetti noodles all over the place, you know?
It is. I mean, I'm not going to lie. You know, I have the Edge. I have the two edges. I have one on the bottom, one on the top. And yeah, if I'm going from, you know, a patch, it's going to put the patch over the knobs. I agree. The patch bay is kind of weird place for it to be, but in order for it to be different than the Moog ones, they had to make it their own. So they did. They you know, did a different build on it. I don't know. I just think it sounds better.
Yeah, you know, and the videos I've heard, and you've owned it, so you can say better than anyone. And there's been a bunch of people going to war in the comments saying like, no, the DFAM's better. It's got a better kick sound. People are like, no, man, the Edge sounds just as good, not the same, but just as good, and it's got more function, so that's better. What do you think as an owner? This is the god right here. This is ECHOKRAFT, okay? This is ECHOKRAFT, the one and only. And he's owned the DFAM, and he's got two edges. So what does that tell you? You tell us right from the heart, no messing around. What's the deal?
I had the DFAM, and I sold it, and I sold that and the Mother 32. I played the Mother 32. I used it a lot, and then it had some funky things happening to it, and then I had it fixed, and that was the end of that, and I sold it. I think the Edge, and that's why I'm keep looking down because I'm looking at the Edge. I think the Edge sounds better. It's got more functionality to it. You know, people sonically are going to say, well, you know, Moog has its own character, its own, and I get it. It all synthesizers do. You know what I mean? I mean, this is a drum synthesizer. This isn't just a drum machine. It's a synthesizer. I could get bass sounds out of this thing.
Yep.
You know, And I can get the high-end tweaky sounds, the mono tweaky sounds out of the thing too. But I just think that it's more fun to play. The DFAM, I used it a lot. There's a few songs that I have that I did use it on, and I don't think that, it was fun to play. I'm not going to say it wasn't, but I just think that to get what I wanted out of the DFAM, I found it a little bit more difficult than what I can get out of this guy, out of the Edge. And that's just, and then, I had one Edge that started to crap out on me. I found out it was a loose connection inside of it. I fixed it, my bad. I was going to send it back, and Sweetwater's just said, keep it. We'll send you a new one.
Beautiful.
Because they're so cheap.
That's sweet.
So now I have two of them, and I'm glad.
Cheap in price.
Let's make this, let's be
use inexpensive, because cheap is a little bit.
Let's be politically correct on this, shall we?
Yeah, inexpensive.
It is less expensive.
Yes.
Than the DFAM.
Yes. All right, man. So listen, we just jumped right into the show. We didn't even get going. I don't know how. I think it's because we're so excited. Like I said, we woke up feeling good, and I think Behringer's got a lot to do with that. You know what I mean? I think Behringer's got a lot to do with how I feel today. And today we got the show lined up. This is what we're doing. We're going to be talking about Behringer pretty much the whole show. We're going to look at the producer series a little bit. Me and Echo are going to go back and forth, get your guys' opinion in the chat. Then we're going to do our gas radar kind of in a little bit. And then we're going to talk about the dreadbox, the new dreadbox synths. Why does that thumb keep popping up on the screen? You see that?
No.
Oh, maybe it's just my screen. That's weird. But yeah, maybe I keep giving a thumbs up. That's annoying, actually. But yeah.
I just want to say one thing. So this is the new SynthNet shirt.
Oh, baby, looks sick.
Right?
Sick.
It's the Skynet design that I stole. I could probably get in trouble for that. But I did put, an upside down Renegade flag on there.
Yeah.
The Renegades, and also has ECHOKRAFT. It's a full blast shirt, and then on the back it has ECHOKRAFT written in Japanese.
That's cool shirt, bro.
Kind of like my trademark, but
cool shirt, man.
Yeah, I just got it. Actually, your shirt's on the way.
Oh, sweet. Speaking of
shirt, I ordered.
I got this one here too. I'll just show you real quick.
I can't see it.
Samurai logo. You look on the other screen. Synth Renegades on the back.
Yeah, it's the Renegade one.
This one's a little more subtle, not in your face, but I think it's cool.
I was wearing that one. I bought that one a while ago, and I was wearing it the other day.
You got that La Baby Blue chambray?
Yeah, you like the baby blue.
I like the baby blue, man.
Likes the cream and the blue.
It's that synth shirt, bro. All right, so let's get over and let's check out the Spice right away. We'll check out a quick little bit of video for it. We'll stop and play it because I don't know if everyone here is really.
Well, hang on.
What's up?
You skipped one.
What did I skip?
Gas radar.
Oh, I said gas radar. We're gonna do the gas radar first, or do you want to go right into the Spice?
Let's go right into the Spice. Yeah.
And then we'll just do an intermission gas radar.
Yeah. Because there's a slight gas meter.
There's a slight gas meter, and I got a gas meter as well, bro.
I know you do.
All right, let's check it out. So this is, we jump over here. We got right now, from Behringer's website, this is the first little bit release. We'll watch this together. Maybe all, maybe not. See how we feel.
This producer series is getting crazy. I mean, you want a fat analog bass with creamy lead sounds? Boom. You want the heftiest kick known to man with extra crunchy percussion? Boom. You want a hybrid with a ridiculous amount of tones and sounds? Check. And as if that wasn't enough, how about a polyrhythmic inspiration machine? Bring it on.
Right off the bat, first impressions. We're not really getting anything there yet. This is kind of like sometimes people misunderstand what's happening. This is synth ESPN, baby. This is full throttle, dude. This ain't your regular synthesizer breakdown. So nope. we're checking out the Spice. What's your first impressions right off the bat?
Amazing. Again, I never saw one video on the Subharmonicon that was like that.
Yeah, this is just it's almost like the marketing's getting you fired up. The sounds are
Patch
getting you
Dog's
fired
amazing.
Up. Patch Dog's amazing. I'm telling you, he's got to be the best in my opinion. I'm throwing him up at the best right now.
Yeah, I mean, as far as like he's up
Full
there
package.
with Daniel Fisher.
Full package, yeah, full package. Yeah. And because he's doing a lot and doing it all on his own too.
Which is pretty cool,
right,
yeah.
Which is impressive. All right, so first impression, we're both like, well, bam, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. And
love the color of it,
love
too.
the color, too. Love the look. I love the look of the producer series, man. I think they nailed it.
Yeah,
All right,
really.
Let's roll.
So, in May of last year, we announced our intention to expand our producer series of desktop synths with a new edition called Spice. And since then, we've been inundated with comments and emails asking when it was going to go into production. Well, friends, we're really excited to say that day has arrived. And this one was certainly worth the wait, because don't let the compact and efficient form factor fool you. Under the hood here is a powerhouse of a synthesizer, a fully analog polyrhythmic semi-modular that delivers all those lush tones and subharmonics at a simply unbeatable price point.
Someone made a good point there in the chat. They're like, all Behringer needs you to do is try one, then they've won.
Yeah.
That's, you know, it's like, I don't want to keep pausing. I'll make a point in a sec. Let's just...
Well, hang on. I mean, that's true.
Yeah.
I mean, the first time I set hands on the DeepMind 12, I was like, I want this.
Yeah.
You know, like I wasn't even like, oh, well, it's, you know, it's this much money and, you know, I can afford that. No, it was like, I want that. Like I played it, I experienced it, and I said, this is very cool and I want that.
Especially for this, you can look at Behringer and be like, let's just use the producer series, the TD3, the RD6s, because they're all relatively cheap. You can literally look and watch a video and be like, I'd like to try that. And it's really not a big chunk of cash to come up with.
Right.
So it's just like, screw it, man. I'll try it. If I don't like it, I'll probably keep it, because it's like, you know, it's like a Planet Fitness membership, man. You pay the money and it's so cheap. You're like, I'll just keep the membership in case I go someday. You know?
So what's the price of this thing?
We'll check the price out in a minute.
All right.
All right.
True to our mission.
I've been hearing different things. That's why. So go ahead.
Yeah,
sorry.
Me too. Actually, screw it. Let's skip right into the price right now. Let me see what we got for the price. I believe
is it up on Sweetwater's site yet, or
right here? Here's the price.
Oh, boom!
$250. So that's something we're going to talk about in a minute, because that's interesting to me compared to the other ones. But that's what we're looking at. 250 boogaroos. All right.
I know why. But go ahead.
All right. Let's go.
Of democratizing the synth world with the goal of elevating grassroots musicians and synthesists. And the aptly named Spice definitely brings a new flavor to our ever-growing producer series, designed to create...
Someone thinks that I'm your love child from a trip to Gander, Newfoundland back in the 80s.
Rich, evolving sounds through its novel use of harmonic subdivision synthesis and polyrhythmic patterns. It features dual VCOs with square and sawtooth waves and 2 pitch-independent sub-oscillators per VCO, so you can stack them all together to forge a mosaic of 6-note pseudo-polyphony. It has that magical sounding 24 dB ladder filter with cutoff and resonance control, alongside a snappy VCA and filter envelope with attack, decay and mix control. It's got a powerful dual 4-step analog sequencer with variable octave range for easy interval adjustments, and variable quantizers with temperament and intonation to inject some fresh, experimental energy into your musical scales. And of course, it features a generous semi-modular patch bay, ideal for those looking to push their creative boundaries.
Patch Dog, baby, he's in the chat.
See-
You know you're having a good time there when you keep that jam going, dude. That was a vibe, dude.
Yeah, it was very cool.
Yeah, yeah.
What I like what he did there too was awesome. He brought in everything, but he made sure you focused on the spice.
Mm-hmm.
And I love how he just had that little sequence, you know, that little arpeggiation going in the background on the crave,
Yep.
and just the kick drum on the edge, but the spice was doing everything, man.
And I think he said last time in the chat, Patch Dog, you're in there. You got some a little bit of delay and reverb on that too, man. And I think that sounds awesome. And when I'm thinking about it, I'm like, dude, if you can just have these three little babies and just rip a sweet little jam like that, if you just don't want to be, I'm almost thinking of it a whole separate setup to your regular synth setup. If you got a big spaceship,
absolutely.
set up the sweet little Behringer escape pod over here where you can go on, throw on the cans and just set a little jam up like that, dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or what would be really cool is having that just those three units. I mean, we're not even talking about the grind either.
No, the grind's not even in there right now.
But I mean, even if you had all four,
Yep.
that would be great. Throw them in a backpack, little mixing board, and do a live jam.
I think it's cool. You could do a very cool live jam with this, especially if you got some. All right, so man, let's keep rolling because I think he's going to explain a little bit here now too. That's sweet. I don't know, Patch Dog in the chat, what kind of reverb you using?
Is that the Hall of Fame by TC Electronics?
Could be. Let's see what he says, see if he answers. But man, that's the first video. I got 4 or 5 because he did like 3 or 4 videos that day, right? He did the initial, and then I think he did 3 time drops during the day, all the way to 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock.
He also, yeah, because the last one was when he had all 4 going.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, we'll check that out for sure too. But dude, I think the spice is probably got to be a part of this. Of all of them, which one do you like the best? You got the edge, the grind, the spice, and the crave. You can only pick one.
Okay, really?
Yeah, we'll show some shots here just so you can maybe refresh
Because
your
I
memory.
really like the grind because to me it's totally something different that I've never heard before.
Mm-hmm.
But the spice is just unique.
The spice is unique.
I mean, he was getting an edge drum sound out of that thing.
Right, there's the grind.
Which I pre-ordered.
You got that? You already got that coming. I know a load of people who got that coming. Then we've got this one right here. Oh, why these aren't loaded up already? We got the edge, which you already got 2 of these ones.
Yeah.
And then we got the original, which is, I think, the crave. Yeah, crave right here. So we got, let's just look at the prices for a second. So you got the crave, which is a semi-modular analog module, all right? 32-step sequencer, obviously a patch bank, 18 by 14 patch bank, and then we got arpeggiator, patch matrix. That's $169. We roll over,
Right.
we got $199 for the Edge, all right, semi-modular percussion synthesizer. Then we roll over and we got $199 for the Grind, which is obviously a hybrid multi-engine synthesizer. And then we roll over and we got $249 for the Behringer Spice analog semi-modular polyrhythmic. Now,
I think
why
that's
is this $50 more?
I think it's because of the polyrhythmic. I think it's because of it's a polyphonic synthesizer basically. So I think because it's able to do multiple voices at the same time, I think that's probably why it's up there in price. But then when you think about it, it's like we were like, oh, it's up there in price. Yeah. Really? Because we were talking about Muses and PB12s.
No, yeah, relatively speaking, it's up there in price. It's $50. $50 more is a big jump.
It is.
From the other ones, if you just think about it. But so 6 oscillators, 2 lanes, 1 immense voice. Spice is a mono synth, but there's more that meets the eye than one might assume. It starts with all analog architecture, hex cascading oscillators. Both VCOs feature 3 waveforms, blah, 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 blah. All right. Powerful polyrhythmic sequencer in there. Plug and play for modular. And someone wanted to know if it's stereo. It's not. It's mono. So if you're having stereo, you'd be running it through a stereo effect of some sort, right? Like a stereo delay, stereo reverb to get the big sounds.
And that's why it's got 6 oscillators, dude.
Yeah, 6 friggin' oscillators in this beast. So that's why it's $250.
Yeah.
Right?
You're paying really for the voices, you know.
How many oscillators does the Crave have? Just one? Crave
2, I believe, right?
16 poly chain. Let's check it out. What do we got? Analog voltage 24. Turn analog path with voltage controlled oscillators.
Because it's
one oscillator. So the Crave's got one oscillator. 3340.
All right,
VCO
yeah, that's right.
chip.
The DFAM. Well, see, but you can actually use, I believe, one of the LFOs and turn that into an oscillator. From what I understand.
So the Edge got 2 oscillators.
Yes,
right?
the Edge does. Yeah.
So Crave's got 1, Edge got 2, and the Grind has how many? Does it say here anywhere? Grind's a bit different. It's got 24 digital oscillators in the Grind. So that's a powerful setup, man. You take the big mono synth Crave, the 2 voices, the percussion synth Edge, you got a 25 oscillator hybrid synthesizer in the Grind, and then you're rolling for a 6 oscillator analog beast with the Spice, man. So 6 voices, although it's mono, even though it's 6 voices, dude, that's a big synth for $250.
Yeah, it is.
You know, especially when you're talking the Moog subharmonicon for $700 or whatever, right?
Is that how much it is?
Yeah, I think it's $700. Let's check it out. I don't know if you get it on here. Subharmonicon. I don't even know if that's how you spell it, but we'll see in a second. Or $600, sorry.
$600. So it goes about the same as the DFAM and the Mother 32.
Yeah, they're all $600.
Yeah, the Labyrinth is the same price, right?
Right, $600. Yeah.
The Slabyrinth.
So to be honest, it looks better than that. I think it does anyway. Looks wise, layout. I think it was better too.
I think the layout's better. Yeah. That looks like, to me, what Behringer did was they laid it out so that everything is right in front of you, where this looks like it's all kind of squashed in together. And I think they had to do that because of the patch bay. Yeah. I don't know. I could be wrong, you know.
Here's a bigger look at the beautiful Spice.
Yeah, see the way it's laid out. It's just, to me,
it seems more, for my brain, like this is easier to use. I don't know.
Yeah, it's more functional.
More functional. Looks like it's laid out better.
Except for the patch bay.
Except for the patch bay with the spaghetti noodles, but I don't know. Do they hang on the synth when you got them stacked up?
Well, I have mine up. Mine is up on an edge.
Yep.
Get it?
Yep.
So it's up. One goes up like this, and the other one's laying flat. But yeah, I mean, right now I have a patch cable going in, and it's going into the other, going into this unit here, and it is kind of hanging.
So basically, if you got them side by side, you kind of you'd have to have them side by side. If you got them stacked on top of each other, you're going to get a lot of spaghetti noodling.
Well, the other thing is if you didn't want to do this, if you didn't want to do the spaghetti noodles, what you could do is just get longer patch cables and then kind of drape them on the side and use some Velcro ties. That should, move them out of the way, so to speak. But
so that's it, man. So that's the producer series. $800 basically, $900. No, $850. You got the producer series. You got the Crave, the Edge. Less than that, $840. Crave, Edge, Spice, Grind for $800. Basically $200 more than one Moog Sound Studio. You got the whole production series.
Yeah.
So this is very controversial to say. I don't know if anyone's going to, but this is the term. I've been going through the forums, reading them for months and months and months, and everybody says that Behringer's making synthesizers great again. That's just what they're saying.
I'm not going to disagree with that.
I mean, they're getting way more people into synthesizers than any other company, if you ask me. Way more new people.
I agree.
It's like they've created a whole new group of synthesizer enthusiasts.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Again, I have how many pieces of Behringer gear in my studio?
I think you got, what do you got? 8 or 10?
Oh, no. I got, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 pieces of Behringer gear.
So you're the actual freaking Behringer bro, not me, dude. I only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, including the mixer. I got 5 pieces of Behringer.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
That's great.
Everyone in the chat, throw how many pieces of Behringer gear you got in there. Let's do a Behringer clout chase.
Let's see it.
Let's see who got the biggest Behringer clout. It's probably Hayes Anderson, but I don't know if he's here. Who's got the bigger Behringer clout? DJ Wojtek said he was a Behringer bro for 3 hours, sent the grind back.
Really?
Yeah. DJ Wojtek, will you enlighten us in the chat as to why you sent that grind back?
Did he do a video of it?
He did a video of it, yep.
And he didn't like it?
He said he didn't like it, but let me show his video. I'll show his video if I can pull it up.
Yeah, what didn't he like about it? I'm curious. Is Patchdog still in the
Patchdog
chat?
Still here? Yes, for sure. I'm going to see if I can load up DJ Wojtek's video while we're talking, but I mean,
yeah, I'm curious.
That's not a good sign if someone gets it and sends it back, but things are not for everyone.
Well, then again, I mean, it's it's all a matter of taste too, dude. Like if he might not like something like that. You know what I mean?
He might not. That's the question. Wojtek with a Q. That's what it is. I think I can pull it up here, DJ Wojtek. There we go. Got you. All right, let's do the grind unboxing. This is DJ Wojtek's page. Everyone get over. I'll throw him down in the chat here. Everyone go over and give him a like and a sub. He's got very awesome gear, and he's a cool dude, and he's a synth renegade and a Behringer bro. So everyone make a way over and give our wonderful DJ Wojtek a sub, and we'll hit his grind up. Go past the unboxing, though, because we don't need to see it unboxed, obviously.
Oh, it's so much fun, though.
Do you want to watch the unboxing?
Kidding.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding.
All right, plug it in. I think we're ready to go right about here. Yeah. Octatrack, Strymon Volante. It looks like Zoom L6 mixer and a Behringer grind.
Okay, maybe we'll start. Yeah, I just need to hear it. So let's turn it on.
Yeah. Good night, Patchdog. Have a good sleep, my brother. You the man.
Good night, Patchdog.
Fucking nice, baby.
Woo!
Fucking nice.
That sounds pretty dope, actually.
I think so.
Some reverb from Zoom L6.
Sweet sweater.
Ooh.
Nice. I'm loving it already. Loving it?
right. That's DJ Wojtek. I think it's cool, man. Do you got the friggin', does it look like he's got the friggin' ambient zero stuffed under the octatrack here?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dude. So that's pretty cool. But he said he sent it back. So
why? I
thought it sounded cool. And like I said, go over and check out his channel and stuff, man. But he said he sent it back. I guess he didn't like it. Maybe he'll tell us in the chat in a little bit here. It's hard to pay attention. I was loving it and then I sold it. What? I was loving it and then I sold it?
And then I sold it.
It's dope, dude. Loving the beats. All right, take it easy, Patch Dog. Yeah, we need more information, DJ Wojtek. You love it and then you sold it. What do you mean?
You sold it.
You got to give us more than that, baby. You got to give us more than that.
I thought it sounded cool, especially when you add that little bit of reverb to it. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, dude. All right, so what else we got loaded up here? We've got a feature and overview from Patch Dog on the Spice, and then we got a producer series jam, and then we've got also Let's Make Music. Let's do a little overview walkthrough. Check it out. All right.
Everyone, Patrick here, and today we're going to be doing a little walkthrough of the polyrhythmic crazy machine that is.
Just so you can see how it works, right? Because
yeah.
I think it makes sense when you're getting something because it looks complicated, especially if you're a first-time buyer. You're going to drop $250. This is a good way to figure out if you can get some sounds out of this thing.
The Behringer Spice. Now, we've just launched the product, so if you haven't seen the promo video, make sure to check that out. It's on the channel. But as it's such a quirky little synthesizer, and we haven't really covered the functionality in those promos, I thought I'd do a quick walkthrough of how the synth actually works. Okay, so let's go through it. So, starting off up here, we've got the VCO section. And the VCO consists essentially of 3 oscillators. So you've got your main oscillator, and you also have 3 sub-oscillators. So both VCOs are identical, so I'm just going to focus on VCO 1, and that also applies obviously to VCO 2. So we've got 3 frequency controls here. We've got the frequency for the main VCO, and for the sub 1, and for the sub 2. Then you've got your 3 level controls here, so VCO 1, sub 1, sub 2. So let's put up VCO 1 and let's have a listen. So at the moment it's freely tunable here. So that was a square wave. You've also got a saw wave down here. If I flick that switch down. Now it definitely goes up to dog hearing territory there because the VCO is kind of inherently at a higher pitch because you have your sub oscillators. So I'm just going to put that back to square wave for now. And of course, as I said, it's freely tunable, but you do have quantize functions that will snap the pitch to a scale.
That's a good feature.
Yeah.
You know?
So that's your quantize function, and I know I'm jumping ahead a bit because that is in the sequencer section, but as we're sort of pitching it, I thought I'd cover it. And that's basically a different scaling modes, you know, pitch quantizing. So there's a JI, that stands for just intonation. You've got an 8-step diatonic mode. You've also got a 12-step chromatic mode for that. Then you've got equal temperament with, again, 8-step diatonic and 12-step chromatic. But we'll leave those off for now. We'll stick with free tuning. So as I said, the VCO is basically a higher pitch. And the reason that is because you've got your sub oscillators here. So let's stick in sub oscillator 1 here. Now when I turn this up, you'll notice it's in unison with VCO 1 that's playing. So you get a unison mode there. And the pitch tracks with the frequency of VCO 1. But as I start to bring down this sub 1 frequency dial here, you'll notice that it'll start dividing the pitch by integers of 1 to 16, 1 being unison mode, and then so on. So let's hear that. And those are your sub-harmonics.
Sub-oscillator city.
Yeah.
That's cool, isn't it?
Cool.
I mean,
Yeah,
the
that's very cool.
Moog subharmonicon's cool too because it's obviously based off it. So
Right.
similar vibe, but it's a very cool style of synthesizer.
Well, the way it's laid out.
Yeah, with the double sequencer. DJ Wojtek said he sold it because he thought the sequencer sucked. So that's what he thinks. Yeah.
And playing with this, you can get very fat tones and chords out of just a single oscillator. So let's bring in
The grind, sorry, not the spice, the grind.
Right.
sub 3 now. Okay, and the last thing I want to cover on this oscillator, it's the shape we didn't go to, it's the middle switch on here. And that is pulse width modulation. But what it does is bring in PWM for the VCO1 only, not the sub oscillators. So the sub oscillators stay as a saw wave and the VCO1 becomes a pulse, which you can modulate. Now, in its normal state, how it modulates is basically from the sub 1's frequency. So if I bring down the subs here, so we're just hearing the VCO, we can hear it's modulated, but as I bring down sub frequency 1, you'll hear the modulation changes. So obviously you can get some very interesting tones using that.
Right there, boom. Right there. As soon as that sound comes in, it's like, that's what I liked about the subharmonicon. You think?
It's true. It's
right? You're listening, you're like, okay. And it's like, there it is.
Now this is going to be interesting. So he's going to hopefully cover how he divides those, right?
I hope so. Let's keep rolling.
And obviously the same applies for VCO2 as well. And if you want to modulate the PWM with an external LFO, that is also super easy. You just plug it into VCO1 PWM up here or VCO2, wherever it is. There it is. Okay, so moving on, you've got your filter here, the ladder filter. And you've got your VCA up here with a volume control, master volume control, and your envelope here for the filter. So let's have a little play with that. Sequencer section right down here. So you got the transport section here, self-explanatory. You got play, you got a trigger button, you got a reset to reset the sequence, you've got a next button to go through the sequence, which is obviously useful for tuning up. So when you want to get the perfect note, that's very useful. And then you've got an EG button here. So that will turn off the envelopes and turn them back on again. And if you press and hold it, it'll leave the envelopes fully wide open, which again is super useful for tuning because it works when the sequence is stopped as well. And then to take that off, you just press and hold.
Cool feature for tuning it though. Very cool. Very, very cool.
I don't know. It just seems easier to use.
It doesn't seem too crazy.
No, that's what I'm saying.
To the initiated. You know what I'm saying?
I just,
if you came here hoping to find some other type of content, this might seem like a whole nother language, because that's what my buddy said the other day. He was like, man, I checked out that show, man, but I don't know what the hell you guys were talking about, man. It was like, you guys are speaking another language. It's like, yeah, we were speaking synthesizer, baby. It is another language.
It is. It really is. The thing is, I just, it just see, every video I've seen on the subharmonicon, it seems more complicated.
Mm-hmm.
He's making it look real easy, dude.
He's explaining it very well too.
Yeah.
Explaining it very well too, and definitely making it seem easier. That's for sure.
I forget who it was that showed the subharmonicon, and they're like, well, it has to, you're going to go in and it's going to be divided by each segment, how it is tuned through the sequencer. And I'm going, what?
Overcomplicated the explanation.
Well, I'm not a mathematician.
Yeah.
I'm a musician, you know?
Yeah. Talking about, yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Because when I was watching it, I was hearing the sounds, and then I was like, I think I can figure this out. But then when they were explaining it, I was like, I don't know. I felt like, listen, I don't want to have a PhD in math. Yeah, it was explained very mathematically, but that is good for some people. But the way Patch Dog's explaining this, I'm like, okay, I can get this. Huh? You know,
I'm digging it, you know?
All right, so let's check one last thing out before we move on to the new topic. Let's check out the producer series, man, because he's going to do a jam with the Spice Edge and the Crave, and this gives us a good idea if you got these three products, 200, 200, 250, right? Or no, 160, whatever. We're looking at $700, $600, right?
That's where the division of the tempo comes in. Yeah. That's so cool. That's really cool. playing the keyboard on the Crave.
Yeah.
Pieces of gear, man.
3 pieces of gear. You're right. Those polyrhythms can totally do a mega vibe switch.
Yep.
It's very cool, man. I gotta say, I'm all about the spice. And I think Hans Volt just said in the chat, he was like, the spice seems a whole lot of filler. And I think that's the idea with the spice. It just,
yeah.
I mean, that whole thing was carried by the spice.
You just sprinkle a little spice on there,
and
man.
Dude, imagine adding an RD8 or a TR9 with the big friggin' drum in there at some point.
I'm buying it.
Wait, baby. That is out of this world. You got the gas. That leads us to us next section, man, the gas radar. But what do you guys think in the chat? We're going to leave it off on Behringer, but I want to do a little something I've been meaning to do the last couple days, and then we'll hit the gas radar.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about a couple other synths, but there is a couple synth renegades, man, that got some really cool channels that I've been meaning to shout out, but I just keep forgetting every single time I do a show because I'm so fired up about everything else. So jump over here. We got one of the members of the Kumite, Synthseeker. All right, legendary synth renegade. He's got an absolute insane setup of synthesizers. He's got a very cool channel, and he's also got a live stream on the go over here. He does it on Sundays. It's amazing. Plus, he posts other videos and stuff like that. Last Sunday, he did a stream with a bunch of guys, kind of like just a group get together where they talked about synthesizers. It's very cool. So shout out to him, man. If you don't know about Synthseeker, go over and check him out. Subscribe to his channel. Check out his live streams. They're very, very cool. And also, we got another member of the Synth Kumite Legend series, Garen M. I think it's Garen, or might you say Jaren, but I say Garen because I think
it's Garen. I think it's Garen. Yeah.
I knew an Irish guy named Garen, so I wonder if Garen's Irish. Let us know. But Garen's got a cool channel too. He posts lots of videos, and he's doing live streams, and he does his live streams Monday night around 8 o'clock. So yeah, check out Garen's channel. A technical dude, man. He gets into the nitty gritty with a lot of VSTs and stuff like that, but he's got an amazing hardware setup. Starts off the show with a great hardware jam, and then gets into how he broke the jam down stuff, talks about some current events and cool stuff like that. So that's Garen M, and that's Synthseeker, 2 legendary members of the Synth Kumite and great synth renegades. And you know what we are always saying around here, man? We all got channels, and we're all having a good time. We all support each other, and whenever you can shout each other out, you shout each other out. And it doesn't mean you gotta, that's just it, man. So the boys are cool dudes. So let's keep it rolling. All right. So that's that. That's a little plug for the 2 big boys. You know what I'm saying?
Aye.
All right. Let's tone it down a little bit. Get a drink of water here, dude. All fired up today.
What was I going to say? Oh, I put a video in the Discord. I came across this guy that does his own music, but he uses he also does video. And like graphic art stuff. And I forget what his name is. But it's in the Discord. If you guys are in our Discord, check it out. Let me see if I can pull it up here. I wanted you to show this if possible. I should have thrown that in.
I think I saw it. What was going on in the video? Remind me. I watch on average, I would say, why does that friggin' thumb keep coming up? I watch on average probably, I don't know, 100 to 200, 250 videos a day.
I know, man. I'm the same way.
Easy.
I just came across this guy, and I guess he has his own music, and it's very very droning, very ambient. But what I liked what he did was
was that the imagery he had? Was it one with the imagery? Yeah.
And he lists all the gear and plugins that he used. And I thought that was really cool that he did that. And that's what I wanted to show. I wanted everybody to check this guy's channel out because he, that's why I put it in the Discord, because I thought it was really cool and really interesting. I know Hans would probably love it too, because it's all, what do you call it? Digital. He uses, what's that?
Like digital AI or whatever?
Yeah, but what's the...
DALL-E?
No. It's another one. Mid-Journey.
Oh, Mid-Journey. Yeah, I use Mid-Journey.
Yeah,
That's cool.
He uses Mid-Journey, which is pretty cool, which I'm going to start looking into because it just looks very interesting.
Do you know what a cool genre would be for a YouTube channel? A very cool genre for a YouTube channel would be, because it's like hard to really find a way to do something interesting and creative on YouTube these days because everything's almost done, would be that almost exact style where you do that. You do your synth jam and you overlay it with the vision of what, you see in the jam, like whatever imagery's coming to your head, you throw it in Mid-Journey and you can bring the art up. And I don't think his art was moving through the screen. It was just like picture and then another picture,
Yeah,
right?
he did. Yeah, he did. He basically did. He didn't do any, like Mid-Journey, you could do video.
Yeah.
He was just doing
Stills,
images.
just stills.
But still,
yeah. Great idea. And then if you were
sick.
If you were to overlay what synthesizers you were using in the jam, or how about even this, bro? How about even this? You want to take it to the next level. You have a scrolling story as the jam progresses of like what's happening in the story. So it's almost like a storyboarded synth jam.
Yeah, I think it was called was it a world of Dark Worlds or something like that?
Worlds or something. We'll check it out. We'll show it next week on there. Gotta verify all videos now, because you know what's up.
Oh, I know.
Because you know we can't just be throwing any old thing up there.
Well, the other thing too is I did put it in the Discord, and I subscribe to his channel, and that's what I was telling everybody to do. Because he's a synth musician and he does imagery, and I just thought it was kind of cool. Fits right into what we do,
Yeah. So let's
check it out.
I'll check it out. We'll bring it up next week, because that's a cool idea to talk about. Because maybe next week we can talk about, because Hans was asking me the other day, we were having a chat and we're talking about YouTube channels and everything that goes on with them and all that kind of stuff. And it just really made me think. I was like, man, should talk about that a little more, because everybody in the chat got YouTube channels.
Yeah.
All the synth renegades pretty much got channels. Some people had channels for a long time. They stalled out. Some people just starting them. So, man, it's really helpful. If you ask me, I would love to have had a resource where it's just a bunch of dudes, talking shop about how to do this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Because I would have been like, sweet.
Yeah, no, that would be awesome.
So I just had to learn trial by fire,
Because I mean, I'm using, as you know, you use it too, but I'm using the Wombo app to create all my digital imagery. But I still want to learn how to use Mid-Journey, because I have a friend of mine that uses it, and he does this like weird landscapes, but then all of a sudden like these stones and these squares would just start like moving, and it's sick. And he writes his own music too.
That's very, very cool. And I also heard the new iPhone Pro 18 or whatever on now. Today
16.
Just did an upgrade where they're integrating ChatGPT into the upgrade, where
Yes,
you get
that's,
access to all the image generation, ChatGPT. Crazy.
Yeah, that's the AI. Yeah.
Damn, dude.
So,
next level,
yeah.
baby. Next level.
Yeah, but that'll only work on a 15 and a 16.
That's what I'm saying. You need a new one, right?
I have a 13. I need a new one.
I got a 13 mini, baby. I got told my missus the other day. I was like, I need a new phone, baby. She was like, you don't need a new phone yet. And I'm like, damn it.
I got a 13 Pro Max.
Yeah. You gotta put a freaking governor on the freaking Samurai, bro. Because if not, dude, I have it all. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think Katana is your governor.
I'm a Mustang, baby. I'm a synth Mustang, and I ain't talking about the car. Hard to tame.
And I think that she puts you in your corral every once in a while.
Yeah, bro. You gotta fucking tame the Mustang. She's the only person on earth who's been able to tame this Stang.
Yeah.
All right.
My wife gives me that look.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
I do, bro. I do. I know the exact look.
I like when she comes in the studio and she goes, "Where is it?"
What, the new synth or the puppy?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, the new synth. Where is it? And then she'll go, "Okay, what does it do?"
Yeah.
And I'll start to explain it to her, and she'll look at me and she'll go, "I don't care. I don't get it." And she'll walk out.
She ever walk in and be like, "Is that one new?" Because she like sees.
Well, the funny part was when I got the Juno, she walked in and she's like, "Where is it?" And she was like standing right in front of it. And I'm like, "It's right behind you." And she goes, "Oh," and just turned around and walked out. And she like doesn't get it. One time she came to my old, when we were living in another town, in another place, and she came to my old studio and she goes, "Okay, what does this one do?" I go, "Oh, this is cool." And I start showing her, right? And she'll go, "So it sounds like that one." And I'm like, "Well, no." And she goes, "They all sound the same." you just buy them because you want them and they all sound the same. I'm like, no. I said, they're like guitars. She said, all the guitars sound the same. I'm like, oh, you don't get it, man. You know, it's just, you know, I try to explain this to her. They're women. They're all different.
They're all different.
She didn't like that one either.
Yeah. I had a synth on the floor the other day and Kate came in. She was like, is that a new friggin' synthesizer? And I was like, oh man, that's the old one that was under the blanket over there. She was like, oh God, how many is there? And I'm like, I don't know anymore. But I was like, there's another one coming.
Wait until the Cream Dream arrives.
Well, speaking of that, that's a good little segue, my baby, because the Cream Dream, if you guys didn't check out the show the other night, too bad. Synth Wars call-in show, Monday night, but I think I'm going to change it to Wednesday nights on the off night that we do this show, because I do the morning. So I got to come up with some ideas. But anyway, we did the Synth Wars show, and the whole idea was just to showcase the Moog Muse versus the Polybrute 12. And I know all those analog aristocrats out there and those purists were like, how dare you say that you can get a Moog Muse and a Polybrute and compare them? It's because everybody's comparing them, dude. Get with the program. So we compare them.
Well, they are comparable.
They are comparable. They're in the same price range. Of course, they don't sound the same, but if you got $3,500 to $4,000, there's only 3 synthesizers you can pretty much buy, right?
Right.
So yeah, you compare them. And we like to have fun. So we did Synth Wars, and it ended up 5-5. We had callers come in.
No.
Hold on. We had 10 callers call. 10 callers called. 5 voted for the Cream, 4 voted for the Cream Dream, 5 voted for the Muse, and then we got a final caller call in.
The final caller doesn't count.
And he voted for the Cream Dream. And it was legit because I know he likes the Cream Dream.
No.
Every vote counts.
Oh, man. Come on.
You're the one who said it.
Listen, here's the thing. Everybody in the chat was like, especially Hans and I, we were like, no, he didn't even watch the video. He just popped in. He didn't even know that you were doing a show, for Christ's sake.
I think he thought he was calling me. Like,
I think so, too.
Answered, he was like, hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
He's like, just give me a FaceTime, would you, after the show?
I'm just like, John, like, what the fuck, dude? Like, and then he's like, oh, yeah, peanut butter synth all the way. And I'm like going, no.
But I did a Discord vote too. Guess what the score was? 50-50. So
really, how come I wasn't? Wait a minute. I wasn't part of that.
No, you missed it. It was in there. It was in general. So you missed your vote.
No,
it only had a time limit of 24 hours.
Oh, that's bullshit, bro.
Too bad, dude. Too bad.
No. Listen. No. My vote counts.
You're the kind of guy who shows up 3 days after an election and says he wants to vote.
No, I voted early this year. No, listen, I'm telling you, my vote counts then. So it's not tied in the Discord.
I'll do a new vote. But anyways, I got a friend of mine who is about to acquire a Polybrute 12, and he specifically sold me he is going to curate the most bomb Polybrute 12 videos of all time. Because he thinks that it's an absolute disgrace that we cannot get more Polybrute 12 videos, because everybody who owns one says they're the greatest thing ever. And the fact that Vic Korftron, God bless his beautiful soul, did a Moog Muse patch that was the greatest Moog Muse patch, ever created on the internet.
Can I just tell you that I've listened to that video like 5 times now?
I gotta pull it up, don't I? I gotta do it again because Vic deserves it.
I messaged him too, and I was just like, I literally have watched this video like 5 times.
I don't know if he posted or not, but dude, it wasn't the greatest patch he did too. Sweet.
It was amazing.
So
if he didn't post it, just I'm telling everybody right now, if you didn't post it, definitely check out the show from the other night. And watch the video and just listen. It's an amazing patch. And I'm a fan of Blade Runner. He's a fan of Blade Runner. And it's funny because you have Blade Runner in your background right now.
One of the backgrounds.
And one of the backgrounds, yeah. The one that I can see anyway. But it's just, it sounds like he could actually do the next Blade Runner movie.
I think that I think he might be underestimating how great of a talent he actually is, to be honest with you, like all of us do. I do, you do, everybody does. No matter what you're doing in life, we always downplay ourselves, and he is an absolute legendary patch maker. What's up with that?
He's got the Blade Runner tattoo, the tree on his arm.
Dude, I'm getting that tattoo. I'm copying.
He's a huge fan of Blade Runner.
Except blue, I'm getting pink.
You're gonna do electric pink?
Electric pink. All right, let's check out the Blade Runner patch, man.
Why don't you get the ink that glows in the dark, dude?
Oh, good idea.
That's pretty cool.
Is it made by Bill Gates?
God, I hope not.
Yeah, me too. I don't know. With needles these days, you never know, right? Anytime there's a needle involved, I'm like, is Bill Gates involved? And if he is, I'm like, nope. If Bill Gates started selling tattoo ink, I'm gone.
You'd have to get vaccinated afterwards.
Yeah, exactly. All right, check this out. So we got, this is Vic's video. We played it there the other night. I want to play it again because I want to hear it again. And this is the greatest Moog Muse patch you will ever hear. If you're the first time in the chat tonight, you weren't here the other night, or you're watching from home on your 72-inch TV screen because it's the best way to watch the Synth Fighter podcast.
It sounds amazing.
This is awesome. Let's check it out. Vic Korftron, and I'll throw the video down the link after. What's up, Scott McCulley Sounds? Scott McCulley's got some amazing Polybrute videos out there as well, Polybrute 12. But this is Vic, man. I don't know. Right now, he's got 3 patches we're going to go through. And I'll say what you said the other night. Whenever I hear a Moog Muse patch, I actually just want to keep listening. I'm never like, all right, move to the next. I could honestly listen to that the whole night, just going back and forth between those 3 notes.
I got nothing to say.
Let's keep rolling to the next one. This is this is Vic's dream. I just like the sound of this. Like I told you, I'm not getting off Team Cream Dream yet. All right? No matter what you want me to do, I'm not doing it. But this is making me want to. Yo.
You do you, and I'll do me. And then we'll have a real battle.
All right, dude. If you want, hey, if you want to do it.
We're going to rent an octagon.
Yeah.
And we're going to one synth at one end and one synth at the other.
Yeah.
And we're going to have the whole renegade community around the octagon.
Yeah.
And we're going to have
octagon.
And
we'll have an octagon.
We'll have Dana White come in and he'll be the judge.
Uncle Jerry will be the Dana White. He'll come in. He'll announce the 2. In the red corner, we have El Vampiro, La Blanca with the Moog Muse. In the blue corner, we have the Samurai with the Cream Dream. And because the cream always rises to the top. Machines One with the $1.99 donation says, really, Call-In show going to every other week? You know what, baby? Just for you, it isn't. It's going to be 1 week on a Monday, 1 week on a Wednesday. How about that? Just because you got to keep everybody happy. And you know what?
So you're gonna do 2 call-in shows? That's cool.
The week that me and you do the call-in show, I'm going to do the call-in show on a Monday. The week that we don't do the show, I'm going to do it on a Wednesday.
Oh.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Right. I've got it down. Right, yeah.
You got that, mate. You got that, mate. You got that there. All right.
Jolly good.
Let's check out next patch. Vic's Dream. Machines One. Your wish is my command, baby. You know I'm here to serve.
All right.
Dude, out of control. I think Vic Corptron, just this patch could sell so many Moog muses, dude. Moog should buy this video off him and play it, or ask him to come to the Moog studio and do one.
He should do a demo for Moog.
Like Lisa Belladonna and did it all that. Bring Vic Corp in there, because man, this is a style that's gorgeous.
And I got to tell you, there's nothing in my studio that sounds like that.
Sad to say, my Korgs don't cut the mustard when it comes to that sound.
I could probably get, if I did 3 synthesizers, it would be the Matrix Brute, the Rev 2, and the Juno. To get all of that happening to sound like that. This dude's getting that out of that one synthesizer. And the name, the Muse, right? It's you know what Muse is, right?
Oh, you better believe I do.
Yeah. So a Muse makes you want to create things. It's what gives you your inspiration. I listen to this synthesizer and I just go, that's what I've been looking for my whole entire synth life.
Don't do it to me, Echo Baby. Come on.
I'm being honest with you, bro.
I know you are, dude. But my gas, I can feel it increasing by the second.
No.
Oh, it's gorgeous. Let's listen to the last patch and then we'll really gas out on it.
That's a Moog right there.
Holy mother of good God. Holy mother of good God. Dude.
Wow.
I mean,
like I said, I have played that like 5 times. And every time I hear it, I just sit back and go, wow, like this
Big hearing aid companies don't want you to.
hello. Well, I might need a hearing aid after hearing that, but
every time I hear it, and then it's like big hearing aid companies. That's gold.
It's just striking. There's no other way to describe that synthesizer.
People were saying, you know, is the sound too big to use in a mix? Is it better just to have a Juno X to add some pads into a song? It all depends what you're doing. Maybe so,
Yeah.
but to me, that Moog Muse to me, like, hey, listen, dude, let me tell you something. You don't want to make, maybe you do. Some people want to make songs all day, every day, make tracks, mix them in a DAW. They love it, they love it, love it. But to me, when I look at that Moog Muse, to come home and say, I got an hour here now, I'm going to go in and sit down with the Moog Muse. That
You
hour
get lost.
with the Moog Muse, I think you can get lost just in that whole one patch for an hour. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's
I
what
do.
I'm feeling.
That's why I'm like sitting there. There's nothing in my studio that sounds like that piece of equipment. And I have a feeling, I know this is going to be bad,
Yeah.
bro. When and if I do buy this in
Yeah.
2025, which, you know, because Behringer won, bro,
I know. Behringer,
2025 is going to look good.
I think so too. I think so too.
I don't think I probably won't play any other synthesizer.
That's what I'm scared of.
That's what that's
what
it's
happens.
It's a frightening thought when you think about all the gear that we have. But the thing is that sound is what I've been searching for, because when I heard Vangelis's, the first Blade Runner,
Mhm.
I know he did that all on a CS80 from what I understand.
Mm-hmm.
But also that was layered in a studio.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, that's
Vic
Vic.
Korf-
That's Vic
Vic
from his
Korf-
house.
from
with
his
the
house
friggin'
on
Moog Muse.
one keyboard.
One keyboard, and he said he used all he used on it was a little bit of reverb at 40% mix. So think about that, dude. That is huge.
It's-
Massive.
You
The
know, and I
Moog-
got my Juno X over here with my speakers are on. I hate that. But and I was playing around with that earlier today, and I it's fun, you know, and I had a chance to come in here and play around with it. I didn't have a chance to do a video because my puppy takes up my whole life now.
Mhm.
But there's nothing in here. Like I said, I'd have to put 3 synthesizers together to get what that sounded like.
It's gorgeous. And Vic Korftron, I mean, in the chat, dude, how much time do you spend with that, dude? That was very,
Oh,
very.
is Vic in the chat?
Yeah,
Is he in
Vic,
the chat?
Yeah, Vic's in the chat. He was just saying
Cool.
some stuff. He was like, it's the best. You know, he's actually agreed with a few things you were saying, being like, so true echo. Like when it's just, I mean, I guess the Marvelous Moog Man is a group that's forming out there, and it's led by Vic Korftron and DJ Wojtek. Do you got a Moog Muse? Who in the chat right now has a Moog Muse? I know Vic Korftron's got a Moog Muse. Who else? DJ Wojtek, do you got a Muse? I think he does, actually. Yeah, so the Marvelous Muse Men are forming, and they're coming up against the Juno X-Men, and
Well,
I
the
might
other-
switch teams.
Well, I think you should. But anyway, the other thing is the other thing is you can get them. They're selling them.
I know. You can get it. Basically, you have it at your house. What, by the weekend if you order one right now?
I think Guitar Center has a couple in stock in Boston right now.
Damn, man. Oh,
How would I know that? How would I know that?
Yeah. Did you call? You called. Shut up. Did you call? When?
I didn't call. I looked it up online.
Shut up. When?
The other night.
Oh, you gassed so hard you went and looked it up.
Because, dude, listen to that. It's like the essence of synthesis.
Oh,
It just grabs you and draws you in. That's what synthesizers are all about.
damn, dude.
There are patches that I have on my DeepMind 12 that just pull me in.
Mm-hmm.
But that,
Oh, come on. I just can't believe it, dude. I just can't believe it.
that and a drum machine is all you need.
All right. Is anybody excited about this? Is anybody excited about this? I got to do it just because it's news, but I don't know if I'm going to stay in it very long. The Dreadbox Artemis 6-voice analog synthesizer. Is anybody excited about it with sine vibe effects? Looks cool. Very, very, lots of sliders. But after the news, what?
Wait, hold on. I think it's Uncle Jerry.
Yeah. What did he say?
It says, damn you guys. I got to finish the remodel before I retire. You're killing me. That Muse was mind blowing.
Yeah.
Time to sell some shit already.
If I had the Muse, I would, if I had the money right now and I could really just not care, I'd buy the Muse tonight. And
Yeah.
you know what? I'd buy it tonight over the Polybrute. You want to know why? Because the Polybrute's $500 more and I can't make any sense of why.
Well, I can't either because it
I
doesn't
just
sound
can't.
good.
I can't. Whoa. Whoa, bro. Are you freaking serious?
Yeah.
It doesn't sound good. How dare you, my friend?
Again, like when I called in the other night, all I
you got
hear
a
is
dark heart.
all I hear is bells.
You got a
and
dark heart,
flutes.
dude.
Well, you know,
Listen, bro, you come home one night, your missus just finished making you a beautiful Italian dinner. You sit down, you eat it. She's chilling out. You just did the dishes. She's relaxing for a minute because you're a good husband. So you cleaned up the kitchen. You go in, but earlier in the day, you know what you did? You moved your monitor speakers out into the living room and hit them. And then you go into the studio with your Cream Dream and you play one of those beautiful little lullabies for the lady. And you know what happens next, don't you?
No.
Huh?
Listen, in work they call me the Prince of Darkness. Okay, so I'm just telling you straight up.
Now modified to the Puppy Prince. The Prince of Darkness is now the Puppy Prince.
Well, look at Ozzy. He's surrounded by Sharon's dogs, and he loves them. They're all his little pets.
Dude,
but anyway,
you should dye Gizmo black.
No, Jesus Christ, my wife would shoot me. I already told her I want to shave his head, so it's like a little mohawk.
Oh yeah,
And,
so it looks like Gizmo.
It looked like Stripe, yeah, from Gremlins.
Shave him black, change his name to the Rev 2.
Pierce his ears, give him little piercings.
Yeah, pierce his ears, call him Rev 2, paint him black.
I listen to the music, and listen, I know the PB12.
Mm-hmm.
It is a fine synthesizer.
Yeah.
It's like a fine wine. Okay.
Yeah.
But what do you have with a fine wine usually? You have some fucking steak, kid, okay?
Hello.
And that's what the Muse is. It's a big piece of steak.
Oh,
right?
The Muse is a T-bone or a porterhouse.
That's it, bro.
What's the Cream Dream? Some friggin' carbonara spaghetti?
No, no. Actually, the Cream Dream is more like, what is it? That comes in a little.
I'll tell you what the Cream Dream is, bro. The creme dream is
creme brulee.
Cream Dream is a giant sunfish with lemon, lime, creme de la creme on top. Okay.
Yeah, but
you got to work hard to get that. A steak, anyone can go
right.
Buy
You got to work
hard.
You got to work hard to get sounds out of that.
Yeah,
exactly.
You might be right. Either way, they're two premium meals. And I don't know if Scott McCulley sound bail, but he's one of my only backers in here. The Team Cream Dream. All right, can I get a quick head count in the chat? We'll do it right now tonight. This is dangerous because I don't like putting it on the line like this. But since everybody's having elections everywhere, let's have one right now. We're going to elect the synthesizer, the greatest synthesizer on planet Earth right now, but there's only two choices. The Marvelous Muse or the Cream Dream, the Arturia Polybrute 12 or the Moog Muse. Put it into chat. A PB for the Polybrute or an M for the Muse, and we'll count it up. Hans, you can count it up, man, if you can keep track of all those Cream Dream votes coming in, because we're going to have a landslide. Who's on Team Cream Dream? We got one. We got 2, 3, 4, 5 Cream Dreams. 1 Muse, 2 Muse, another Cream Dream, 4 Muse, 5, 6 Muse. Damn, Muse is catching up. All right, who do we got? Another Muse, Cream Dream. All right. Muse. No, you don't get 3 votes, DJ Wojtek. What do you think you are, man? Do I got a 6 Space Force on you? All right. Muse, Cream Dream. All right, Hans, you add them up. Hans looks like he's voting twice. I don't know, Hans. I got to keep my eye on you. Oh, a whole lot of Moog Muses coming in. It's a Muse landslide. Made in America Muse. Damn. USA versus France. Looks like USA wins. All right, tonight, because I don't have a lot of my cream dreamers in the chat because a lot of them are from Europe and they're asleep right now.
Oh, that's a crock.
Yeah, I'm calling. All my cream dreamers are in Europe. They're all asleep. You guys took advantage of me. The Moog Muse wins the battle tonight for the greatest synthesizer on planet Earth. Damn. What is it? Buy it. Do it. Is that purchase? You bought it? Did you just buy it?
Cream Dream.
Dude, did you just buy it?
No cream dreamer in this house, bro.
Did you just buy the Muse?
I just put it in my cart.
Shut the hell up. All right. Who's crazy enough tonight to put the Moog Muse in their cart in Sweetwater? I'm calling out all the synth renegades. Who's crazy enough to put the Moog Muse in their cart tonight?
There it is.
Echo did it. Echo got the Moog Muse in his cart. Oh, okay. Question is he going to... Dude, Echo, just buy it. Buy it right now. Screw it. Do it. Dude, just buy it. Just buy it. Forget the grind. Forget the spice. Forget it all. Get the Muse right now. Buy it. Look, the chat's telling you to buy it, dude. Just buy it. Who wants Echo to push buy? Buy the Moog Muse right now. Come on. You're the biggest friggin' Moog Muse fanboy out there.
Not the biggest, but I'm one of them.
All talk. They're saying you're all talk, no action. Brev 2.
Oh, shit, dude. They're gone. The two that were in Boston are gone.
That's because Uncle Jerry just bought one and friggin' Byron Hadley just bought one. They're both gone. Byron Hadley and Uncle Jerry, I think, just bought the last two Moog Muses at Guitar Center.
Yeah, it's literally, it says.
Oh, Vic Korftron said he's going to make a special patch just for you.
Dude.
So do not insult Vic Korftron by not buying the Moog Muse. I got to get this Artemis off the screen.
No, it just said it's back ordered.
Ooh, what about Sweetwater?
Let's see.
Check Sweetwater, dude. All the Moog Muses, I'll tell you what, when we played that thing the other night, there might have been 100 to 200,000 people watching on all combined broadcasts across the world. 200,000 people saw Vic Korftron's patch. So he might have ended up selling out every Moog Muse across the Northern Hemisphere on Monday night.
With that patch, it's possible.
It is very possible.
Well, all those patches, actually, because all of them were amazing.
Yeah.
Let's see, Moog. Go ahead.
No, just go. I'm waiting for you to tell me if it's there. They're all back ordered. Byron Hadley went and looked. He was going to put it in the cart. We got to have a synth off some night where everyone just goes on a massive buying spree. We'll call it Synth Friday. We'll all get in the chat. We'll have a stream. I'll pull up all the sales and then we'll have a race to see who can buy all the synths.
Dude, that would be hilarious, actually.
Yeah, I'll tell Sweetwater to make a specific page where they only have one of each synthesizer up there for like a 50% discount. I'll say, throw everything up there you're trying to get rid of, 50% off. I'll do a CVS style show where I'll throw it up on the screen, and then the first person that can go buy it for 50% off gets it. We'll have a huge synth off.
Here's an interesting thing about this. So it has 4 stars out of 5, and it says review, but there's no review on it. So who
you know who, baby? Daniel Fisher.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, someone just said it's Moog China versus Arturia France. Yeah, the Chug. That's what it is, dude. It's the Chug. The Chug Muse.
Every single one of these except for 2.
Gone?
One guy's like, honestly, the worst instrument I ever invested in.
What? The Muse?
Yeah.
Told you. Cream Dream. Not one person has ever sent a Cream Dream back. Ever.
One guy not ready for release. Yeah, but this is what, September 1st.
Oh, dude, imagine if I can get a Synth Fighter, Sweetwater synthethon where I'm like, make a special page or there's only one of each of these synthesizers and we'll throw it up and then anyone who wants to buy it. So you'd be like, all right, going up online tonight is the friggin' Novation Peak B stock for $200. Who got it? You know?
This guy says it's a beast of a synth. That's his setup.
I mean, only person I need to go
what he's got sitting next to it.
Vic, what is that? Brev 2?
No.
What? I can't see.
Isn't that one of the
Oh, Waldorf
Waldorfs?
Quantum. That's a
Yeah,
good
it's a
combo.
Quantum. It's a nice combo.
Quantum and the Muse.
Yeah,
Oh,
very nice.
That is a great combo.
Well, see, it's gonna have to be 2025, bro.
2025. All right,
You
2025.
saw me doing it. I wasn't playing.
I'm making a call here right now. It's November. After January 20th, I will be making a massive synth purchase.
Same here.
Who's on board? Who's with me? After January 20th,
Well,
we will-
26 for me.
everybody commit to each other that you will make a gigantic gas out synth purchase. Now, gigantic to you might be a Behringer grind. A gigantic to me might be a multi-poly. All right.
Multi-poly.
Hey, you know, I still got that Korg multi-poly gas, dude.
I don't.
All right, let's check this out and then we'll clue it up because I want to see this. You guys were talking about this show here earlier today, Echo.
What's that?
And I just ordered that friggin' hard drive too, so I can get rid of this lag coming through. This is the PWM Mantis Deep Dive.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Is going around the horn again. It's been going around a while, and I wanted to check out some sounds. Let's see. I'll jump on over here. Could get hit with ads anytime, but you guys can go check it out. But I wanted to check out the PWM plan more than sounds because I've heard the sounds a lot. I just wanted to hear what the plan is for PWM. Whoops.
Analog one, and we're going to do that.
Yes. Yeah, so in starting the company, we initially thought the idea would be to make an analog, a hybrid, and a digital. The analog is malevolent because none of the knobs on the malevolent are MIDI. The signal's going through everything. On this is hybrid, so it's digitally generated oscillators and a table and the organ. The organ's a generated one. Then it's analog signal path, so when you turn one of these, it's scanned digitally but applied to some analog electronics on the main board. And then the third product we're looking at is just digital, so that would be like a mini computer doing loads of exciting DSP type stuff. And that's in development at the moment and top secret.
Wow.
Which at the moment,
So I like that.
Yeah. I didn't get to that part yet. So that's cool that you showed that.
Yeah, they got the analog coming, the malevolent, they got the Mantis, this is the hybrid, and then they're going to do a full digital, which, to be honest with you, brother, I think is going to be friggin' crazy.
Well, his face lit up when he said it's going to be all kind of cool, like digital DSP stuff going on. So that's kind of interesting, you know.
Very interesting. Let's see what else he's saying.
it's the heart. Yeah, no worries, no.
I can't say anything.
It's cool.
Nobody can know. No, it's fine.
When
It's
you
fine.
explain
We're
that, the
making
hybrid, is it hard? Is one harder than the other, or do they all have their challenges?
They're all completely different. I'll tell you what's hard. Why did I do it this way? Why didn't I make one synth and then make two or three in the same way? We're basically building three different sets of technologies because we're exploring analog as analog. We're exploring this and then the digital, and we have different teams of people on each one. So, but I wanted to kind of explore each of those different flavors because then we can combine them, put them together, maybe some digital with this thing, but be skilled
Hybrid,
in each
baby.
of the areas and go from. Hopefully, we'll have three products very shortly, but then we can do one to follow malevolent, one to follow this, one to follow.
Cool. So that's a very cool plan, right? So that's a very awesome way to keep upgrading that architecture, giving them a digital, giving them a hybrid and an analog in their SKU set, and just bam, bam, and build on each one. Awesome. Yep. I like PWM.
Yeah, no, I do like the Mantis. I think it sounds awesome. I just like the way the synth looks too. I think it looks cool.
It looks cool. You can take off those green end cheeks and 3D print your own colors like hot pink and put on there. Yeah. That's what I'd put on there. Hot pink.
Pretty cool.
Hot pink, baby.
He likes that hot pink and that cream.
All right.
Wait a minute, there's something going on there, but I'm not going to get into it. But the whole hot pink and the cream dream thing, I don't know, bro.
Yeah, it's called Bret the Hitman Hart, baby, the greatest wrestler of all time. If you don't know, you don't know.
Oh, I know.
All right.
I know.
The greatest wrestler. The best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
I don't know. He's good.
I like Shawn Michaels too, though.
I'm a huge Hulkster fan, so.
Oh, yeah, Hulk. You can't beat the Hulk, bro. Hulk's amazing. Maybe Hulk will have some new job opportunities coming up soon, I think.
Hey, I just saw a video of the Hulk, his son Nick getting arrested for drunk driving, and Hulk came down and
Whooped
he was
him?
the cops were like, they were like, you know, I'm sorry, but your son's being arrested for DWI, and he's like, he's got this big walking stick, and he's kind of, because Hulk is huge,
Yeah.
and he's kind of like leaning on it. He's like, yeah, you know, he's got to learn a lesson, man. It was just the funniest shit. I was just like, wow, like there was no like, hey, you know, release him in my custody or blah blah blah. He was just like, yeah, I'll talk to him, but I'll meet you guys down the station.
That's a big dad moment to be like, all right, you got to bite this one, kid. You know?
Yeah, I mean, it was the body cam on the car. It was
Yeah.
like, and at the end it said, you know, Hulk was really really cool about it because like his son almost hit the cop.
Mhm.
His cop was stopping a car. The cop was stopping a car, and his son like screamed by him with a car full of kids. And you know, Hulk's son, he's got to be in his 30s. He's not a youngster.
He ain't no young buck,
No.
but he was Hulk Hogan's kid, so he might feel
he's Hulk- yeah, he was the Hulkster's
One of
kid,
my greatest regrets is when me and Kate went to Florida last time. We went to Clearwater, and we didn't get to go to Hogan's Hangout. I wanted to go get some wings.
Oh, that would have been cool.
Yeah, he got his own bar there, and they show wrestling every
yeah.
Monday night. They do karaoke and stuff. I
Yeah.
thought it would have been hilarious.
He plays bass, you know.
Hogan's the man, dude.
Yeah.
Hulk
Hulk
Hogan,
plays
come
bass,
on,
man.
bro.
He used to be in a band. I forget. It was a bunch of wrestlers that had started a band.
Who was your favorite
Look it
wrestler?
up.
Hogan?
Hulk Hogan was my favorite of all time. You know,
I thought you were
but
going to say Val Venus.
no. Hulk Hogan was my favorite of all time. I really liked The Undertaker, actually.
Undertaker's nuts. You know, Macho
Dude.
Man Randy Savage and Rick Rude are my two favorites.
Yeah, Macho Man. I mean, come on. You
Rick
cannot.
Rude. Oh, you fat,
Right.
overweight, hot dog eating, Philly steak cheese looking doughboys. Sit down while I take my robe off and show all your wives what a real man looks like. You remember that?
Oh, yeah. I go even further back, bro.
Oh, you Kamala did, or not Kamala, Junkyard Dog?
No. When I was a kid, my dad used to take me to the Boston Garden to see Chief J Strongbow.
Whoa. This
Chief,
is pre-WWF days?
Oh, yeah. The Chief was the man, dude. He used to come out with the full headdress on, and he'd do his dance, and then he'd pull the bow back.
Oh, yeah.
He kicked ass, dude. The Chief was awesome, and he was a super nice guy. I met him.
Remember Ricky the Steamboat Dragon? Ricky the Dragon
Oh, yeah.
Steamboat?
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Tatanka?
Tatanka was awesome.
Earthquake
Yeah.
and Tsunami?
Yep.
Oh, dude. Demolition?
Demolition. I remember all those guys. I was huge.
Axe Smash and Crush?
Dude, freaking, what was it?
King Kong Bundy?
Oh, King Kong Bundy, dude. I saw
Greg the Hammer Valentine? Honky Tonk Man?
Yeah, all those guys.
Yeah.
I saw a cage match. I brought my nephews, and we all bought, I don't know if I told you this story, but we all bought Hulk Hogan shirts. You know, they're all ripped and stuff. And so we all bought them and we put them on. My nephews they were pumped because they were going to see the Hulk.
Yeah.
He did a cage match with the Big Boss Man.
Oh, Big Boss Man.
Yeah. And I hated the Big Boss Man. Hated him. Right. And he did the cage match with him. It was great, dude. We had unbelievable seats too.
Mm-hmm.
And who comes walking out? But was what's his name? Andre the Giant.
Oh, damn.
And Andre comes walking out and he comes in the ring and Hulk's like, what the hell is going on? And Andre just picks up the Big Boss Man and throws him against the cage. End of match.
Amazing.
And we all sitting there like, what just happened? Because he wasn't even on the bill. Like, we didn't even know he was going to be there.
And he just came in and was like, I'm the Giant.
Dude, you know how his music was? He
Yeah.
just came walking in and the crowd, we all went nuts. We're like, oh my God, dude, Andre was huge,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
He
big.
towered over Hulk.
And Hulk was
Hulk's
huge.
like, he's got to be what, like 7 feet tall almost? I mean, he's a big dude, you know? And that's when Hulk was in his prime.
Yeah.
And right after that, he went into the, what was it? Remember when he dyed his mustache black and he was the
Hollywood
evil
Hogan.
Hulk?
Hollywood Hogan.
Hollywood Hogan,
Yeah,
dude.
when he went to WCW.
WCW, yeah.
WCW was wicked too, man. When the Monday Night Raw versus WCW Nitro, the Monday Night Wars were going, and they had
cool.
Sting and all them, and then they had the switchovers, and then the WWE. But dude, wrestling. Anybody who doesn't like wrestling, I understand why. But man, it's such. If you grew up as a kid watching it, sometimes now I'll tune back in. I like AEW now. I find cool, but I mean, it's just so watching genius how they. What people don't understand is the crowd and the wrestlers are all in it together. Like the crowd are a part of the show, and like everyone's like, these idiots think wrestling's real? It's no. It's the same as going to a ballet or a movie. You know that it's scripted, but it's still a crazy athletic feat and the storylines and all that.
It is athletic. Let me tell you, a girl that I work with, Nikki, her husband, was a trainer for a lot of the wrestlers, and
wink wink.
No, he really was, dude.
Oh, I thought it was a chick. Yeah.
No. He was a trainer, and he would train in the camp in Boston here. He trained a lot of. I think he worked with. I'm not sure if it was when Mickey Rourke did that movie, The Wrestler. He helped coordinate that.
That's a good movie.
And let me tell you something. That was a good movie. I don't know if you ever saw that.
I did. It was awesome.
It's a freaking great movie. But one thing I'll tell you about is like a lot of the stuff that they do, and you know this. They get hurt. Like the shit, jumping off a turnbuckle,
said he had
dude.
72 surgeries.
Yeah, dude, I forget, what was it? Randy Macho Man Savage broke, I don't know how many ribs, how many times.
Yeah,
like,
they're all whacked on roids and painkillers, and it's just
these guys are like animals, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's crazy. It's awesome.
Well, friggin' bushwhackers. Remember those dudes?
I was just going to bring them up. The bushwhackers were nuts. Legion of Doom.
Legion of Doom, yeah.
Dude, there's the tag team scene was awesome back then too, when it was actually like tag teams with like matching the Steiner brothers and all that. But anyways,
good
this
stuff.
This is a synth show, but it's cool.
I know. Sorry.
But yeah, PWM Mantis is cool. I don't know why that spawned wrestling. Maybe because it's such a cool name for a synthesizer.
Well, we talked about the pink, and then it went into the pink and the cream and Bret Hart.
Yeah, Bret Hart. Yeah, man, that's what we got for the show tonight. I thought it was a good show. I mean, what were your takeaways? Behringer's great.
Yeah, I mean, Behringer is. I will not take back my words by saying Behringer right now has put its footprint on the synth market, and it ain't going away.
It's not going away. Anyone thought that they were just going to fool around, clone a few synthesizers, and disappear? Reza Ramon. I'm a bad guy. Yeah, who thought they were going to disappear? Not happening. They're around, and maybe they'll be around if everyone else disappears. But I think that I like how they're really. I mean, there seems like they're putting the pedal to the metal now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lindrum coming, BMX coming, Behringer Wave coming, PPG coming, DS80 coming, the STX is coming, the Neptune.
I wish they would do it. I wish they would do a DXM, dude.
I heard they are doing a DX clone.
That would be sweet, man.
Yeah, once they move to, because they haven't went full digital yet, right? So that's coming.
That would be nice.
For sure. It's cool. But let's clue it up, man. Everyone in the chat, thanks for joining us. George G's, Kieran Moore, Synth and Swim, Tactile Media. All you guys stayed for the whole time. To me and Echo, we always appreciate it, man. We have a good time here. We're just so humbled and grateful that we got a bunch of amazing people like you that are super talented, man. I'm humbled that you guys even just,
every
tune in. It's awesome. Like I said, I'll be here as long as you guys are here. We're all in this together. We're all Synth Renegades. All support each other. We all got channels. Everyone in the chat, subscribe, like to each other, share it around.
Yeah, man. I have to say that this is very cool. I enjoy this a lot. Like, I look forward to doing this. And what blows my mind is you, Samurai, made me start doing live shows, which is so much fun. Even when I do the Synth Car show, that's what I call it. It's a show to me. I'm online, even though I can hardly see you guys in the chat because I could get into an accident if I start reading it. But I love the fact I can go back later and read a lot of the stuff that was in the chat and being said, and you guys are awesome. And it's just so much fun, and I get to be part of something that, I've always wanted to be part of a synth community, but, I was never, in the brackets.
In the brackets, yeah. You didn't fit the mold, maybe?
I didn't fit. Yeah, I don't know. Or I was nobody.
But there's a new mold now. And the new mold is nobody. We're all nobodies. And
we're all nobodies,
when
man.
you combine a bunch of nobodies, guess what happens? Everybody becomes somebody.
Correct.
Right? That's what happened. And that's what fun, man. And we got some exciting things that we're always working on together. We're shooting around ideas. We got the Bro Synth Network coming up. That'll get off the ground. Then everybody who's got channels like all of us, we want to get together and have a chat and shoot off and talk synths and shop. That's kind of the idea that's going to be. We'll see what happens because there's a lot of work, man, doing this stuff. Like I told you the other day, last month I did 38 live streams. I posted 10 videos. I did 18 posts on the channel, like the Instagram community thing, and I did 8 shorts. That's a lot of friggin' damn shows, bro. You know what I'm saying?
It is, but you enjoy it. You have fun doing it.
I just consider it, you know what I consider it? Hanging out with the boys.
Yeah, it's like hanging out with the boys, man.
It's like, boom, hanging out with the boys. What are we talking about today?
And again, like one more thing too, like, you know, I wouldn't have come up with shirts like this. You know, I love Terminator. And I said, I bought a Skynet shirt. And then one day I was like, because you turned me on to the fourth wall is amazing.
Yeah.
I love fourth wall. And this is quality. Yeah. These t-shirts are quality.
I switched to the kind you got because I was like, the all cotton ones are just friggin' awesome.
They're nice. They feel nice. They don't shrink.
Yeah.
Hey, you owe me a Coke. But anyway, you never heard that, right? No. Really?
What?
That's
you owe me a Coke?
That's a total New England thing. When you say something at the same time, the same exact thing at the same time as somebody, when we were kids, used to hit them on the side of the shoulder and say, "You owe me a Coke."
Oh no, I'm from Newfoundland, bro. Don't you?
Yeah,
know
I know, brother. That's why I said you never heard that before. So,
well, you owe me a Coke.
But no, seriously, I do, because you turned me on to the fourth wall. You started making me do live videos, and I'll tell you, you're an inspiration, bro. I appreciate you. I'm not just, listen, I don't blow smoke up anybody's tailpipe, okay?
You're an inspiration.
Nah, I'm just a dude.
We're all just dudes, bro. You know the deal. We're having a good time. That's all that matters.
That's right. That's right.
So,
that's right.
Me and you'll chat for a second here post-show. Thank you all. Let me just crank these tunes and let everyone go. And you know, who knows what's going to happen the rest of the week?
Moog Muse, baby.
Moog Muse won it tonight. Moog Muse won it tonight. I'm actually rotted, but it is what it is.
Shit, I should have worn these.